Hello, Forecaster here again, and we are back for episode 122 of Enter the Gungeon, and I have a new item. The chest teleporter. And I bought this from Flint on this first floor here, and it cost 2 keys, which were all the keys I had, but I had to have it, and moves a chest to the next floor. This unusual adventuring tool moves a chest forward in the time stream, causing it to age and possibly level up, which is very interesting because it means you can, for one, send chests ahead, so you don't need to open them right now, and you have the chance of leveling them up. Now, when I first saw this item and saw the name chest teleporter, for some reason I thought it had something to do with it being mounted into your chest and not teleporting chests, and I'm not entirely sure why, but we're going to use it on this chest, which is not a mimic. Nice. It does mean that you don't get the contents of the chest now. It also means that the item needs to recharge. Now hopefully it's going to recharge during the boss fight, or we get a key, because if neither of those things happen, we're going to have to destroy that blue chest, which would be a shame. I'm of course playing as the Marine with the Knight alternate outfit. I have absolutely nothing else either. I have no other passive items, as you can see, because I haven't opened any chests and I haven't found anything. But it definitely looks like we're going to get a recharge for the blue chest as well, although I might want to open that, although I should be fine without anything else, really. I mean, who needs items right away? We do, by teleporting the chests ahead, we do increase the chance that we will get a lot of good items later. I do wonder how many chests you can feasibly teleport ahead, because you of course are limited by the charge, and I assume that the chests will appear Eye of the Beholder. We didn't get any keys, so we're going to teleport this chest ahead as well. Actually, let's check the shop first, see if we have... Oh, no, right, I bought the only key that was for sale, and then use that and the starting key to buy the teleporter, of course. So yeah, we're going to send this chest ahead as well, and hopefully we have 4 keys on the next floor. Shame about all that health that I can't use, that's strewn about. We are of course going to check for secret rooms. Oh, what do you know? This is an unlocked chest, fortunately, which is very handy. Use the return teleport, of course, and then we can go down to the next floor. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, they pop in right here. That's good. That means we can, if we want to. It doesn't look like either of them leveled up, So if we want to, we can, as soon as the teleporter is recharged, we can send another chest, or we can send one of them forward again. I'll probably keep the blue one here to open, if possible, and immediately, as soon as possible, send the... oh nice, a key. Send the brown one ahead, with the in the hopes of leveling it up. Hopefully, as the more jumps you do with a chest, increase the chance that it will actually go up a level. Because it does mean that you have spent more energy on it, the more jumps you've made. Ow, dang it. Well, found a secret room apparently. So I guess that was nice. Means I can freely use the blanks during the boss fight without having to worry about that. And it contains 2 health, apparently. 1 heart's worth. Not too bad for a secret room, but could have had keys in it. Would have been nice. It would have been nicer, of course, if I hadn't spent 2 keys on the teleporter. Flint also had the skeleton key, but that costs 3 keys. And even if I hadn't bought the teleporter, I wouldn't have been able to afford that, because I didn't get any more keys. So, yeah, that was the right decision. Oh, right. Dang it. The teleporter has recharged. Oh. Never seen you in spawn in rooms before. That's a first. Alright, so we're going to go back here. And we're going to send you ahead. And probably open you. And we'll get the Ring of Fire Resistance, which is good. But it would be great if we also had the fossilized gun. Which we could still find, of course. Right. It's going pretty well so far. Hopefully we'll flawless some more bosses. And given that I started recording on floor 1... Oops. Oh well. I don't really have to worry about these because I'm immune to fire. Which is handy. Given that I started recording so early... Ow. I'm very likely going to have to split this into multiple episodes. I think my damage has now exceeded the amount of health that is available on the floor, We have a total of 2 hearts available. We do have a green chest. We have no keys, of course, which is slightly unfortunate. We have yet to find the shop as well as the other chests. Oh, this is a new room. It's kind of interesting, I guess. Although not very dangerous when you have the ring of fire resistance. The name of that is actually a bit misleading because it actually makes you, well, I guess it makes you completely resistant to fire, so I guess that works. There's another, ooh, full metal jacket. We have had that. I would like to send this chest ahead as well, if possible. And of course it's going to be possible once the teleporter recharges. Ooh, Hyper Light Blaster, skill honed sharp. We unlocked this in the previous episode, I think. Shots that impact foes are refunded. Ooh. A weapon once carried by a brave wanderer, whose exploits are lost to the drifts of time. Initially designed to work in tandem with a blade, this one has been modified to recharge itself. Okay, so you only spend ammunition if you don't miss, but the gun only has 12 shots in total. Still no fossilized gun. I'm going to collect this health down here. I would test fire it, but I'm pretty sure that temptation comes from the fact that I'm not supposed to do that. Oh, the shots are slow. Well, I'll just do that. I think the missiles count. Actually, maybe not. Don't think the missiles count as foes at all. Or maybe they do. I don't know. It's quite difficult to tell. Does a lot of damage though. I wasted a shot there. Definitely have to be careful about that. Let's see what that does. Yeah, so that counts. I guess these still counts as enemies. I'm not sure what exactly counts as a foe and what doesn't. The blooper is great. We did get a key, but the other chest is a brown one. So we're going to send that ahead since we do have a charge. I have 17 coins, which is not going to amount to anything. So we're just going to leave. So this weapon is interesting. Definitely going to use it as my primary weapon. Might not want to do that against slower foes. Now I call them foes. Slower enemies. Okay, no level ups apparently, which is a shame. So as soon as you get the... Still need to reload, Does that count as a foe? No. It just pierces the bubble and then... Well, I don't have any other weapon to recharge, so I guess I'm refilling this. It's going to be slightly tricky to find out what counts as a valid target and what doesn't. But at the same time, it's going to be slightly interesting. And also learning to not miss things. But I really like this weapon. And if the enemy doesn't move too much, dang it, or moves predictably, and I don't do something stupid, the ammo for this weapon could last quite a while. Still don't have any other weapon to refill, and I don't have the bottle. This is an interesting run. Definitely. I'm sure those count as foes. Yeah. Barrels most likely do not. Let's check the shop. We do have a key for sale. We're going to have a total of 4 chests on this floor. We have 2 keys so far available. 1 acquired, of course. We can't afford the other available key, of course, yet. Hopefully that will change. Or we'll get a sudden influx of keys. Very good. Full health. Don't actually need that. Shame I don't have the bottle. Although then, of course, I wouldn't have the... whatchamacallit? The teleporter. Probably have to be very careful not to fire at enemies while they are invulnerable. Like shooting at hollow points before they've faded in completely, for example. I really like this weapon. It's a lot more powerful than the... well, it's at least a bit more powerful than the starting weapon. Okay, we have the gun muncher, but I don't really have anything I want to give him. I could give him the Eye of the Beholder, but other than that, I don't have anything. You also can't fire too much at an enemy. because if they die, any additional shots are definitely going to miss, and unless they happen to hit something else, you aren't going to get them back. No additional keys yet. We're going to send another chest away. A lot of brown chests. Ooh. Oh. Well, we're opening this, I guess. Frost Amulet is not brilliant. There are a lot of items I could have rather could have imagined having instead. Let's buy another key. Fortunately, the other chest is brown. We're going to open one of the brown chests. Oh, we get another key. But I'm not going to open this chest. I'm going to teleport it to the next floor. Probably... Let's try this. It's at least very difficult to miss a boss. Ow. Well. Except when you do. Those actually counted as hitting, because I still have 5 shots. But yeah, the losing ammo decreases the fire rate, because you have to reload more often. But other than that, until you actually run out of ammo, the effectiveness of the weapon doesn't really change all that much. But yeah, let's continue. There's our chest. Dang it. The Sheldon pushed the frost thing out of the way. Which made me lose another piece of ammo. There went another one. Hopefully we'll get an ammo crate soon though, so we can refill. This is a great weapon though. Damn it. I missed another one. and I keep getting hit. Crap. Well, was unable to get out of that without getting hit, and now I'm down to one shot. It does say empty now and then when you fire the only shot. Ah, well, right. Well, I'm going to end this episode here. We don't really have enough time for another run. We're going to head back to the breach and see if there's anything new. The merchant is back. I'm going to pay him a visit. I wish they would remember which costume you had on last and keep that. Morning Star and Strafe Gun. Morning Star. Gilded Bullets. And Strafe Gun. That looks odd. Looks like an assembly of tools. Strafe Gun. I guess we unlock Gilded Bullets because we bought everything from him. So he's probably going to push on. He's probably going to remain there now, I guess. Or maybe he'll keep disappearing. I'm not sure. But yeah. Let's have a quick look at the Ammonomicon. Kinda wish it would give you a count of how many, like give you some statistics, like how many items are you've unlocked. I made them like this at least, so they're not like this. And how many you've actually had, which means they are filled in. So, still haven't had Unity. Don't know what that does. There are a few question marks here and there. But we've seen the chicken flute, but we did not get to try it out. Lies. Don't know how to get that. Skeleton key. Pretty sure that gives you curse still. There are a bunch of guns that we have not used yet. I think there are a few question marks strewn about. And then there's a bunch that we haven't found yet, but it's only a matter of time before that happens. I hope, at least. Still a few. There's one enemy that we have not seen, which I have absolutely no idea which one that is. And then there's a single boss that we have not faced yet, and that is the boss of the 7th or the 6th chamber, Bullet Hell, which we haven't even reached yet. Okay. Yeah. The evil vizier was the head of a coup to seize control of the Gungeon from its true master. He appeared in fair and friendly form to the Bulletkin and promised them prosperity. No one knows where he came from or how he learned his particular style of ammomancy. Imprisoned in a great cell long ago, he plots his escape. Okay. Maybe he was defeated. Oh, I guess that's where the shadow magician comes from, which might be. Oh no, it's actually it's an enemy, right? This, which did appear once for us so far. I guess This guy might still be imprisoned somewhere in the Gungeon, and he's reaching out magically, and that's why the shadow magician. That's the shadow magician that appears when he does that. Maybe. Who knows? Many years ago, a charismatic sorcerer came to the Gungeon, promising prosperity and ammunition to all who accepted his master, the mysterious demon Cannon. Cannon held a deep and burning desire to usurp the power of the Gungeon for himself, to rule it with a sweaty iron hoof. While Cannon reigned, the past was never killed and no chamber could be reloaded. Though the demon lord was thwarted, Aghanim was imprisoned in a cell deep beneath the Gungeon. Some say he still remains, gathering resources to summon the Dark Lord Cannon once more. So I guess Cannon is not the original Lord of the Gungeon, who was who lived here before or when the bullet struck, which makes sense. But so far, it hasn't seemed like they would be evil. The Mind Flare, an unfathomable horror from the abyss, feared by even the strongest gun-dead. Greater Killithid have the ability to dominate the guns of others, turning them against their wielders. Only the most iron-willed gunslingers can hope to escape being enslaved by their power. Okay. Well, that's going to end this episode. And we've had some lore stuff. Lore reading, I guess. And with that, I will see you in the next episode.